Hey guys, welcome to my no extra deck Blue Eyes Chaos Max Turbo deck profile. This is far from the best way to play Blue Eyes, especially the ritual version, but it is to my knowledge the simplest and it's the way I'd like to try. And back before Lynx came out, it was said to be extremely effective, especially as more Blue Eyes and ritual support was released. Now let's get into the deck. Starting with the monsters, I'm running 3 Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. It's a very simple card. It can only ever be ritual summoned, it cannot be targeted or destroyed by opponent's card effects, and it deals double piercing damage. It's basically a protect the castle monster. The main goal of this build is to get this guy on the field as quickly as possible. A good way to cheese a win with it was to summon something with 0 defense, usually a token, give it to your opponent, then slam into it for an instant OTK. If it can go off, it's extremely effective. Next, I'm running 3 Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon. It has the same summon restriction and protection as Chaos Max, and if it attacks after being ritual summoned using Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can change the battle positions of your opponent's monsters, if they can be, change their attack and defense to 0, then Chaos Dragon can inflict piercing. You always want this on the field alongside Chaos Max as they're meant to work together. Chaos sets things up, Max hits for game. Next, I'm running 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon. You play a Blue Eyes deck, you run this. At 3, if at all possible. Next, I'm running 1 Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. It protects your other cards from the opponent's effects destruction. It can be summoned from the hand or graveyard if any cards on the field are destroyed, but only if you have a Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field or in the graveyard, and if it battles, you can bounce an opponent's card. It's a very good card overall for Blue Eyes, though I basically never see more than 1 ever run. Next, I'm running 3 Manju of the 10,000 Hands. When it's normal or flip summoned, you can search a ritual spell or monster. This is the only normal summon of the deck, and still to this day, it's a very good, if a bit slow, piece of ritual support. Next, I'm running an incantation package. 3 Candle, 3 Talisman Mantra, 1 Bookstone, and 1 Pensaplume. They all work very similarly. You reveal a ritual spell or monster, summon the respective incantation, and a different copy from the deck. If any of them are summoned from the deck, you can either search a ritual spell or monster or recur one from the graveyard. Candle and Bookstone use ritual spells, Talisman Mantra and Pensaplume use ritual monsters. They do all have the drawback of locking out the extra deck while any of them are on the field, so you typically want to play them in something that doesn't use or need an extra deck. This build doesn't have one, so it's irrelevant. They are very good for ritual builds, although I believe Drytron overshadows them a bit, but anytime I think of making a ritual deck, I pretty much always use these guys. The final monsters are 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Staple hand trap. That's all I have to say. Moving to the spells, I'm running 3 Chaos Form. It summons all Chaos and Blackluster Soldier rituals and allows you to use any Blue Eyes White Dragon or Dark Magician in the graveyard. It does require exact levels, which I am personally not a fan of. Next, I'm running 3 Bingo Machine Go. You reveal 3 cards from your deck that are either Blue Eyes monsters or spells and traps that list Blue Eyes White Dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Your opponent randomly chooses one to go into your hand, then you shuffle the rest back into the deck. Another good piece of Blue Eyes support. If only Red Eyes had something like this. Next, I'm running 3 Advanced Ritual Art. It can summon any ritual monster using vanillas from your deck, but again, it needs exact levels. I don't believe this one is run as much for ritual decks given the normal monster requirements, but if you have them, it is a recommendation. Next, I'm running 3 Trade-In. You discard a level 8, then draw 2. If you play any level 8 centric deck, put this in. It's not great when it gets ashed, but draw power is draw power. Next, I'm running 3 The Melody of Awakening Dragon. You discard a card to search up to 2 dragons with 3,000 or more attack and 2,500 or less defense. It's not a Blue Eyes card, but given the artwork, effects, and search targets, it might as well be. Again, Red Eyes does not get anything like this. The final spell is 1 Called by the Grave, staple hand trap counter. Now it's at 1 in the TCG and 1 in Master Duel. Hand traps rejoice. Moving to the traps, I'm running 3 Majesty of the White Dragons. You show up to 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons in your hand, face up monster zone and or graveyard, then destroy the same number of cards on your opponent's field. You can also banish it from the graveyard to ritual summon, but it specifically requires Blue Eyes White Dragons as tributes and requires the exact level. It's a pretty slow way to ritual summon, but it is good disruption if you have enough Blue Eyes. Finally, I'm running 3 Infinite Impermanents. You target a face-up opponent's monster and negate its effects for the turn. If you used Imperm when it was set, you shut off the column from back row it was in as well. And if your field is empty, you can spring it from your hand as an actual hand trap. We don't have a lot of negation in the deck given the ultimate goal, so these can definitely help with that. They also complete the trifecta of Ash called by Imperm. And that's it for the deck. As I said, no extra deck. That does make it extremely linear, I will admit, at least if it doesn't brick, but nothing wrong with being a bit different, right? As always, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on X, consider backing me on Patreon, and remember to stay chilled.